Hi guys, how we all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Now this is not a reaction video. This is something that I just want to talk about. I mean, I've made notes and everything, and that's bad for anyone who wants to watch this video, because when I start making notes and putting what's in here on paper, it's never good. So, there's two videos from two fellow reactors. Fairly different in terms of what they contain and what they're about, but still make the same relevant point. So you've got TankTheTech, for anyone who doesn't know, and you've got Metalbirb. Now, Metalbirb's video came out last night and is all about running a honest reaction channel, being an honest reactor, and just trying to put the point across about how, yeah, he doesn't want to like pander to audiences or fan bases and things like that. We'll break it down more as we go through. And of course, Tank's one was about the pretty dickish post that Nightwish made, to be fair, and we'll move on to that in a bit, because I have some opinions on that as well. So we'll start off with something that I always say, and something that I'm pretty much sure every other creator in this particular industry, community, genre of YouTube, corner of YouTube, whatever you want to call it, is going to come across at some point in time. This is something that I always say anyway. Music is massively, massively subjective. You are never, ever going to impress each and every single person that clicks on your video. The thing being with this particular channel, like what mine is and what Metalbirbs and Tanks and everyone else in this particular kind of community of reactors focuses on, is the metal genre. So that just makes it 10 times more subjective. If you're just going to make a, I don't like to use the word generic, but cover a broader spectrum of music. So you've got like your pop, your R&B, your hip hop, maybe a little bit of metal and rock and stuff like that. You are opening yourself up a bit more, because obviously there's going to be fan bases from everyone. But it just seems that, in my opinion, metal fans are that little bit more passionate about their feelings, if you like, about certain bands, certain tracks, whatever it may be you're discussing. So you're going into a kind of a rabbit hole within a rabbit hole, because of the subgenre of music that you're talking about. And this whole music is subjective bubble, if you like, just seems to get a bit thicker within the metal genre from my personal experience. Now, another thing to take into consideration, you are on the internet, and the internet is the most brutal place for anyone to be at any one time, depending on what you say. You've got to have a little bit of a thick skin to do YouTube. You're putting yourself out there. You are, as YouTube used to have as its tagline, broadcasting yourself. I know YouTubers broadcast yourself, but in that kind of sense, you are broadcasting yourself. Same as if you were on Twitch. You're live in that moment, there and then, open to any criticism that may come your way. So you're never going to impress everyone. You're just not. You could absolutely adore a band, a huge band, and you will always get, even if it's just one, it's that age-old saying, there's always one person that is going to come into your video and into your comment section and be like, this band is shit, or this band don't deserve the following they've got. And there's two sides to that point. There's the side of, well, everyone's entitled to their opinion, providing it's not too much that it potentially needs to be removed in terms of the nature of the comments, but 9 times out of 10, it's fine. And pretty much 9.5 times out of 10, people just say, this band is shit, and I'm like, okay, that's your opinion. It's always going to happen. You're on the internet, you're never ever going to impress everyone. There will always be that one person that comes in and leaves a dislike, and leaves a shitty comment and leaves, or that one person that comes in and just leaves a dislike because it just gives them some form of self-gratification that they've disliked your video. Now, something that people on, I always say the other side of the screen, but the people that watch, the viewers, may not seem to understand, is a few dislikes on a video actually improve that video. It doesn't, people used to think that the dislike video would stop your video straight away, and YouTube would be like, oh, that video's got a dislike, we'll stop showing that and stop pushing that out to people who may like the video. Dislikes in proportion. So we're not talking like the Puddle of Mud Ray video, because that had double the dislikes to the amount of likes, but was still being pumped out massively. So it's probably a bad example. But if your video has got, say, I don't know, 150 likes and 2 dislikes, YouTube isn't going to then look at that and go, oh, we can't share that out to anyone. We can't allow people to see this. This cannot go further in our algorithm. YouTube looks at that as interaction because not everything is perfect. Not everyone is going to like that video. So if it's got majorly positive likes to a couple of dislikes, all that means is that that's interaction. People are clicking on the video, they're sharing their opinion. Also, with comments, the absolute worst thing that you can do as a troll or someone who wants to leave negative bullshit on a video, and this is something that Tank said on his Twitch stream last night, is leave comments on a video. So just picking one out of fresh air, out of thin air if you like. A recent video I've seen so much shit on is the CJ McCreary one. The new band that's just come out with the song Drag Through Inferno, or Drag Through the Inferno. There's so many bullshit comments about CJ's done this, CJ's done that, you abuse women, which, like I said in my video, the guy was never charged, no legal action was ever brought against them, and he made that video. Some people believe him, some people don't. Again, it's that age-old saying, you're never going to impress everyone, there's always going to be one dick in the comments. It just so happens that there's quite a few dicks in the comments of that video. The absolute worst thing you can do as someone who hates CJ McCreary, just using this as an example, is to go on that video, comment on it, and continue to reply, trying to justify your opinion of how much you don't like him even more. Because all that's going to do is push the algorithm further into making that video more popular, because it's interaction. The bot, to a point anyway, doesn't read comments. All it knows is that there's comments and comments and comments and comments, and then in its big computer super brain breaks that down into, people are actually enjoying this, it's getting interaction, let's push this out to more people. Because at the end of the day, the more views that video gets and the more interaction that gets and further projects to other people, the more money YouTube make. YouTube makes so much money. You think that creators and stuff are all millionaires? Believe it, we're not. Some of them, yes, but we're not. YouTube make more money than any creator will ever make. It's a business, and it's owned by one of the biggest companies in the world, in Google. So if they can find a way and make a system or an algorithm to push that out to more people for it then to make more money, what do you think they're going to do? It's a pre-programmed system that if something is getting interaction, then keep getting it interaction, put it in front of more people in the hope that further interaction comes in, and that the advertisers that have got adverts on that video make more money, and then in the long run, YouTube make more money. It's that business sense. It's that whole business model and business mind is what they're doing. So that's my kind of take on that kind of thing. We'll move on to the more where my kind of thing comes in, I suppose, and that's the honesty side. Now, people that have watched me for the last 2 and a bit years pretty much now know, or should know, I don't give a fuck who I upset. I just come out and say how it is. That is the point of having a YouTube channel. You can say it to a point on certain topics, but when it comes to music, you're allowed to share your opinion. You're just one of them people in the comments, but you're on the screen instead. So you're sharing your comments. Now, if you are a reaction channel, and this is something that this is like one of my number one things and my beliefs in terms of making reaction videos. If you sit down and you're listening to a song and you're thinking, I don't like this, but I'll keep going along with all this and all the saying positive things, but in the back of your mind, you're going, this isn't for me, I don't like this, all I'm thinking about is how many thousands of views is this video going to get? You aren't a reactor. You aren't. You are, to a point, an entertainer, but a non-genuine entertainer. You're just doing it for the views. You're one of them YouTubers, and you know what kind of YouTuber I'm talking about. You'll have seen millions of videos where everything is fucking awesome all the time, and my life's the best, and you can tell that it's just a staged fucking piece. That the minute that camera stops rolling, he's like, what a fucking piece of shit that is. All these car reviews and all that. Oh, it's the best thing in the world. Oh, I'd buy one of these tomorrow, and it's like a BMW as an example, and then the video stops rolling, and he gets in the Mercedes and fucks off. Like, he doesn't drive it. He doesn't want to drive it. He's being paid to say it's good. And in some situations, that can actually happen in this scene as well. People can be paid, and with the whole prospect of adding money into it, it gets into the back of some people's minds, not everyone, but it gets into the back of some people's minds to think, if I say this is good, am I going to get more of the green stuff? Money, not drugs. Buy drugs with your money if you want. It's up to you. It's your fucking life. But if I say this is good, is said company, band, label, whatever, going to come back and I get more. If I say this is bad, are they going to be like, well, you're not getting any more? So the swings and roundabouts to a lot of it, and it's interesting the way it works. So where I stand, I did not start this channel to make money. I did not start this channel to get to the level that I've got now. It's just happened because I think it's the way that I am. I don't want to be the person that when anyone, if I'm lucky, I mean, it's happened already, but if I was lucky enough to then meet a subscriber, for them to go, that guy is a dick in person, unsubscribe. I now work with one of my subscribers, and he's already said that you are exactly the same in person, if not slightly worse, because you have to be careful what you say on the internet for obvious reasons. Some of the shit I say in work all day, he's like, what the fuck? I am no different. The only difference between me here and me in person is there's no camera and there's no microphone. We're just having a conversation. I am not any different at all in person. And that is something that I always believe you need. It's integrity. It's whatever, what's the fucking word for it? It's just being a person. The person you watch is the person that you then meet. I have been in that situation where I have met YouTubers that I used to look up to in the scene that I used to be a part of, and they are the biggest self-centered pricks you will ever meet in your life. I remember I was at one of the conventions, and there was a guy that I'd watched for some time, and at the time he had about 90,000, I think, subscribers, which was pretty big in our scene back then. And I went over to him, and just as I was approaching him, a guy asked him for a photo, and his response was, we're not on YouTube now, we haven't got time for that. The biggest prick ever. You haven't got time for photos with one of the reasons you have got 90,000 subscribers. Fuck off out of my area. I don't want to be even associated with that person anymore, because the one time that people turn around and start being knobheads towards the subscribers, they don't deserve to be on YouTube anymore. They don't deserve to have that platform to upload to, because you upload to that fucking person that's just asked you for a picture, and you're so up in your high tower fucking castle that you think that it's now below you to get a photo with someone. Fuck right off. Like, if you're gonna be like that, YouTube is not for you. You don't deserve to have them amounts of subscribers because you're just a fucking dickhead, in my opinion. So that's one thing with that. Honesty and integrity over selling out is the notes I've put there. So selling out is what I've just basically gone over in terms of you say everything is good when in the back of your mind it's not. You're doing it for the views. You're doing it for the potential monetization, which not that we make a lot in the music scene with copyright claims, but there are ways and means around it. You still do not make mega amounts of money. I'm not going and buying a fucking 8-bedroom house tomorrow with Emily, as much as I would love to. It's never going to happen. But you can make something to supplement things. And eventually, if you do go full-time, as long as I can make enough to pay my bills and everything else and stuff like that, then I'm happy. I didn't start YouTube to become this big fucking millionaire person that you see in the likes of the Jake Paul videos, who's now a fucking boxer. But you know what I'm trying to say. If, for any reason, it happened, and this is a big if it happened, I would just start doing even more ridiculously stupid shit to enjoy it with the people that allowed me to get to that position in the first place. Never, ever forget where you come from when it comes to YouTube, because the minute you turn your back on your subscribers, if every single person the following day went, guy's a dick, bye, and just leaves, what have you got? Nothing. You're just back where you started. So be very careful with that kind of thing in terms of the way you treat your subscribers. When it comes to the content, people, in the most majority of the cases of the time anyway, will appreciate honesty. They don't always, and this is the whole thing again, the circle, you'll never impress everyone. The majority of people don't want to come to a video to sit there, to see you say, now this is where you've got to understand this, to sit and see you say the same thing over and over again, and the same way of saying it over and over again. I would find it physically impossible to repeat the stupid shit that I say in every video every time, because it comes out and then I forgot what I fucking said. So that's how you know that it's genuine. But I'm talking about the people that you'll watch them and it's like, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. And then the next video, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's actually good. Yeah, that's good. It gets boring. People, for some people that I've spoken to, YouTube for them is like their relaxation time. It's their chill time. You've got people at their spare time that they are choosing to watch your channel. So you've got to make it entertaining in the right way. Now, don't get me wrong, there is different ways of entertainment. You've got your serious, knowledgeable people, the likes of your Cardivox Academy, the likes of Charismatic Voice, the likes of TankTheTech with their knowledge-based videos. Like, Cardivox, the guy is a fucking genius when it comes to vocal techniques and understanding how voices work. The same with the Charismatic Voice. Then you've got Tank that knows every fucking guitar in the world, every bass in the world, who they are, who their signature lines are, who they've signed with, how long they've been going. That is entertainment to people that want that kind of information. And I do actually enjoy listening to what Tank says, because I'll sit there and go, I know what that is, let me see if he gets it. And of course he gets it, because it's Tank. Like with the ESP models and the Gibson models or the Schecters or Kiesel or whatever it may be with guitars. I'm a guitarist myself. Mine is fucking sat right here. If you can see it, there's one. So I like that kind of stuff. I like to listen to their opinions and what they're talking about with the facts. I am an entertainment reactor and I don't mind being known as that. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm the person that if you send me something disgustingly heavy, I'm probably going to jump around, say ridiculous shit, but enjoy it. But at the same time, and this is where it all comes back to, if I don't like it, I'm not going to sit there and say that this is the best thing I've ever heard, because I just physically can't. You will see it on my face. I can't be... My way of doing things and the way that my humour works, it doesn't allow me to do it if I don't like something. I'll probably end up saying something really offensive with the way that it works. And this isn't something that I have practiced, if you like, or honed. It's just the way I was fucking born. It just comes out. I don't pretend to be someone I'm not. And you can ask Emily, if she was ever in the comments or around, she's even said herself, the day that you change and become a prick, I will no longer support your content. I will no longer support you saying I need to go and record. I don't want to be a part of it anymore. And that has allowed me to stay grounded by having that support. It all leads back around to being the person on the internet is the person that you would want to meet in real life. So we may have sidetracked a little bit and gone on a little bit too much with that, but always take your integrity or reputation, whatever you want to call it, over being a fucking sellout and a fake persona on YouTube. I can't stand it. I hate it. And I've unfollowed people in the past when their personas have come a little bit too forward and you've gone, that ain't the real person. There's someone else behind that. Now, fuck this. Unsubscribe. I can't be doing with it. I don't want to watch fake people. The genuine people are the ones that deserve to get somewhere in life. And 9 times out of 10, it's the fake-ass pricks that just, for some reason, always make it somewhere. And it's very, very few of the genuine ones that break through because people just think that that's the way you behave and that's the person, when it's not. It really isn't. So we'll move on, and I'm going to try and break this down, and I know this video is probably going to be long, and it's going to be all over the place. That's my fucking life. I am all over the place. Thumbnails. Clickbaity titles over genuine titles, and this is something that Metalbirb and both Tank have commented on the Twitch stream last night and Metalbirb's video. Clickbaity titles, we're all guilty of them. We're all guilty of them. It's YouTube. It's the land of clickbait. I don't know how many times I've clicked on a video and it's not even in the video. Like, what they're talking about, is it even in it? And I'm like, I just wasted like 7.5 minutes of my life for fuck all. And the video's got like 20 million views. He did his job, and we did ours by watching it. Clickbait. Yes, I believe there's a place for it, and I believe that there's not a place for it, and I'm going to tell you why. Clickbaity titles do what they say. It's in the fucking title. It's clickbait. People are going to click on the video. Now, this is something that Tank said in his stream last night, and it's true. It really is. And I've done it myself. I'm guilty of doing it, but I think with my titles in some videos, it makes people want to watch them more because I think they know what to expect, or I'd like to think so anyway. Clickbaity titles can have a positive and a negative effect. So a positive effect, you can obviously have the stupid, pulling the stupid face. You can have, like, you know, crazy, this is hell on earth kind of thing for metal stuff. Oh my god, Satan has arrived and left a voicemail or something like that. And then you can have the negative ones, which you could just have something like, I don't know, trash, meh. Metalbirb said that his clickbaity title was for the Eskimo Cowboy one. It's fun, but ... And Tank nailed it. And he did nail it. And I know people think this way, and I still do it because, like I say, I don't really care too much. If people want to watch the video, the genuine ones will watch it regardless and leave a comment regardless anyway. I've got people that I know for a fact will comment on this video when it goes out. So, Tank said you are giving them a preconceived opinion, if you like. People are going to click on this video, and if it's someone from one of the toxic fan bases, again, we'll get into that one. If it's someone from one of the toxic fan bases, they're going to click on the video with their keyboard fingers ready. They're going to be like fucking eagles, like, straight in with the fucking, you're a dick comments. Metalbirb said, someone said, you have annoying hair on his North Lane video. And I don't know what the title of that said. That could not even be relevant to this topic. But you are setting yourself up for the virgins of the world to come in with the clickbaity keyboard fingers, and they're going to attack straight away. And there's nothing wrong with that, because at the end of the day, and this is something like, I've said I never started the channel to get it to the stage it's got, to get views and stuff, but we can't deny that without views and without subscribers, you're never going to go anywhere on YouTube. So there's swings and roundabouts to that as well. But if you nail your thumbnail, there could be 1,000 people that come in and maybe not comment, maybe not even dislike the video. They've just come in to be like, I'm going to go and share this to Reddit because the guy's a dick. It's 1,000 people that have watched your video. It's 1,000 views on your video. And that's before the genuine positive people come in. So there's a good side to it as well. The bad side, obviously, is what I've just said. You give them a preconceived opinion. They come in and attack and dislike the video, and that's the negative side to it. But clickbait's always going to be a thing. It's always going to be around. It does work. I'm not going to sit here and say it doesn't. It does. I've seen on my videos, clickbaity titles, 100% will get more views. And that's for good videos or bad videos. It's just the fact of life on YouTube. Clickbait is always going to be there. It's always going to work. So, what have we got next on the next thing? Criticism of bands and music / their art or their sound. So on Metalbirb's video, he said that he's experienced that bands will comment on positive reactions. They might not comment on negative reactions. And I agree and I disagree with him on this point. So at the end of the day, if you're a musician and you've just put out a song, if you're in a band or you're a guitarist, drummer, bassist, frontman, whatever you are in said band, and you watch a positive reaction and people are loving your shit, that they're really up for it, they're really enjoying it, that is surely what you want to see as a band, because it's justification that you've made something that you like, but that the people that you're targeting, as in insert metalhead related kind of YouTuber or fan person, whatever it may be, you've put that sound in front of them, they're enjoying it, they're liking it, they're sharing it with their friends. To you, that's job done. That's what you set out to do, make music for people to listen to and enjoy and tell their friends about. All well and good. You've got to look at it as well, and it's the same for anyone. No one wants to be told that something they've done is bad or not good enough or shit or whatever word you use. And at the end of the day, musicians are people. They're not these like superheroes, you know, insanely fucking overpowered kind of people that people sometimes think they are. They're just normal people that have a talent. The same way as anyone can have a talent. And they are all people capable of feelings and opinions as well. So if you put something out and people don't like it, then it's probably not going to be nice to watch, but it's the way that you say it, and it's the way that you go about it. This is the thing. So I've been guilty in the past of just being sitting and going, don't like it, don't like it, don't like it, not for me, blah, 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 this is awful. And then I've broke things down, and this is one thing that I say to anyone. If I show someone a band and they go, they're fucking awful, or they're shit, or don't listen to them, I always ask one question to them. Why don't you like it? Because there's the people that will say things are shit just for the sake of it, just to cause arguments. And then there's the people who will actually have a genuine opinion and can, in most parts, they'll say something that I'll actually agree with. Like, I've had conversations with people that hate Ginger. They can't stand it. They think that they're overplayed, they're a hype train, blah, 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 blah. But I've said, why don't you like their music? And 9 times out of 10, it all boils down to the fact that they just don't like that kind of sound. They like it a little bit lighter, or they like all cleans, or they like all screams, or they just don't like that style of sound, or they don't like the way the bass sounds on this track, or this doesn't resonate with them. That's 100% fine. If you're saying something is bad, you don't like it because X, Y, Z, I've got time for that all day long. If you're saying something is bad and I go, why? And you go, because it's just shit. That's not an opinion. That is just you disliking something because you dislike it. Always have a reason and justify it. I've always said in my comments, if I make anything that I don't like and a negative reaction or whatever it is, talk to me in the comments. Don't just come in and go, you're a dick. Tell me why. Like, let's have a discussion. There's nothing more that I love than interacting with people in the videos. And this is one thing, and this is something I've had on this channel, so I can 100% say this with genuine honesty and truth. Truth is, I've actually gained subscribers from having an adult conversation with people on a negative video because they come in with that whole preconceived thing of he's a dick and just saying he doesn't like it for views, because that's a thing as well. And you have a conversation with them and you talk about it and you break things down, and then you leave it at the point of, I actually appreciate your opinion, I understand your point, totally fine, I understand it's not for you. They reply with, oh my god, you're such a cool dude, I'm going to subscribe and see what else you release. It's all about the way you approach it. It's all about the way you talk to people. And every single time that I speak to someone and they go, that's always shit, and I ask them why, if they can give me genuine reasons and actually back up why they don't like that song or that band, not a problem. Absolutely not a problem. We'll probably become friends because you've actually got a little bit of musical knowledge and can back up and give genuine reasons as to why you don't like that. You're not just one of them people going, it's shit. So I'm all up for that. Let's have a discussion about it. Music should be spoken about. Music should always be shared as far and wide as possible and spoken about, whether you like it or not necessarily dislike it. Be constructive with it, and bands will appreciate it. And this moves me on perfect as to what Metalbirb said about he doesn't think that bands would want to be up for interviews or bands might not want to speak to you anymore. I am friends with a good few bands now, and again, never in a million years thought it would happen. I know that I can give them honest feedback and it would not change our relationship or friendship one little bit, providing it was constructive. So, just pulling a fucking name out of the hat, someone, you've probably got 2 people. You've got Steve from 7th Sea and you've got Mikey from the City of Ours. I'm very close to the pair of them. Both fucking awesome musicians in their own rights. I've heard music that's unreleased or that's in mixed stage from Steve. I'm not going to share it. I can't share it for obvious reasons. But I've gone, I like this. I don't like this. I think your voice would be better doing this. I don't like that part. And he's gone, okay, thank you very much. We'll take that into consideration. He's even come back to me at one point and gone, listen to this version, what you think? And I've gone, fucking smashed it. Love that. But don't change it just for me. Because you could change something that 1 million people liked for someone that only 500,000 people would like. Don't just change it based on my opinion. Take it on board and, yeah, take it as constructive. I would never in a million years say to Steve, that's fucking wank, Steve, unless it was and he'd still appreciate it. But there's ways and means to word things and talk to musicians. I think it helps being a musician and understanding the hard work and how long it takes to put into a song and get something to a release stage. There's a lot that goes into it. But in terms of where Steers at, we've got that relationship and that friendship where I know for a fact that I could talk to him about stuff and he would genuinely take it on board. We move on to Mikey. Now that man is fucking beyond talented. And we've got to a point now where I've actually had conversations and he's gone, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? Is it good? Blah, blah, blah. And then I went out for a fucking drink with them at the gig in Manchester. Like, they are so down to earth. They are just normal people. And for me, Mikey, and on the whole of the city as ours, and for the whole of 7C as well, Mikey, Ollie, all of them, Stu, every single one of them, they are the same people when they walk off stage. Now, I'm gutted that I haven't had a chance to actually see 7C live yet, because they are based down south, so it's always hard for me to travel. Same with City, but they did come up north, and I went to them. As soon as the date was confirmed, I was there in Manchester. They are the same people that were on that stage out afterwards. There was no difference. They haven't got that showman kind of persona. They are fun on stage. You can see the realness and the genuine passion for the music, and then it's just the same when they come off stage. That's what, for me, the way musicians should be. That's what I always try to be. On YouTube, I'm this person. In real life, I'm the same person. And I am so blessed that I've met a couple of subscribers now, and I ask them, I just one of them things, it kind of makes me feel good. I always say to them, am I the same as I am on YouTube? What's your opinion of me in person? And it's the same thing. He goes, you're exactly the same, if not worse. Like, because obviously there's no filter. You don't have to worry. I do have to, in the back of my mind, sometimes think, and I have stopped videos before the music's even started and gone, no, Chris, you cannot say that on the internet. But that's just me. That's what you've got to be. So in terms of the bands, yes, you can make negative, not positive reactions. It's the way in which you word it. And I have made ones in the past that I have just been that typical dick. Depending on how I've been feeling when I'm coming from work or whatever it may be, I've just been that dick that's gone, it's shit, and I haven't told people why. But now I've learned to. And now I've grown as a creator, and I know how to approach it. So that's that one. We are approaching a massively long video, people, so I'll try and keep this as brief as possible now. This goes back to the first point, what I said about you'll never impress everyone, and the fucking ridiculous fan bases that are out there. I am just going to come out and say it right now in terms of bands, and this band, purely because they're being spoken about recently at the minute, I can't fucking stand Nightwish. I just don't like them, but I'll tell you why. I don't like fantasy sound and metal kind of thing. Their sound isn't for me. I just can't get behind it. Floor is unreal. Floor is a phenomenally gifted vocalist. She is something else. But their music isn't for me. I can't listen to Nightwish just to listen to Floor. I have done Nightwish reactions on this channel and enjoyed them because of how good she is. But I've listened to their albums and I just can't do it. I can't. I've listened to the Tarja era, I can't do it. I've listened to the Floor era, I can't do it. Like, it doesn't resonate with me inside. It doesn't give me that ooh feeling. It just goes in and I'm like, no, I just don't enjoy it. And that's the same thing as you will never impress everyone. And Nightwish have got that many fans, they don't give a fuck, and that's good. Like, let their fans enjoy the reactors that like them, but don't be making fake ones saying they're good when you don't believe they're not, because that's not genuine. It's fake as fuck, and it really pisses me off. So in terms of that, the toxic fan bases, you've got Nightwish. Now, this one may interest some people. The Elite Bartar fan base. Now, I didn't know who this guy was. I did not have a fucking clue who he was. I like doing requests. I like to share the enjoyment of the channel with the subscribers. one random day, a couple of people message me, check out this guy, he's an amazing guitarist. I'm a guitarist, so yeah, let's have a look. Now, I had no fucking clue that when releasing a reaction, I was going to go and earn like 100,000 views in less than 24 hours, because that was a thing. And I was like, shit, what the fuck is happening? But his fan base comment on every single other video to say react to more. And it becomes annoying. And it's not necessarily a toxic trait, but it's goddamn fucking annoying. Like, it really is. And I actually like Alip as an artist. I think he is one of the most gifted guitarists there is in the world today. Because I play guitar, and I know how hard some of them techniques are that he's making look like it's just something he's picked up 5 minutes ago. Like, it's insane. It really is. But you will never, ever impress everyone. I don't want to be pushed into a corner of just making Alip Bartar reactions, because 90% of people that watch this channel aren't fans anyway. They want metal music. You've got to give your audience what they want to a point. So I do them every now and again, but I don't do them for the views. That's a bonus. I know the views are going to come from doing them, but that isn't the end goal. And that isn't the initial thought to upload an Alip Bartar video. I just think he's a very, very special musician who deserves to be promoted and shared around the internet. Not that he needs it, but he is a gifted musician. And a lot of people are into him and liking what he does. But his fan base can be a pain in the arse. And that's exactly the same. You've got Nightwish, I don't like them. I told you why. I just don't like the sound. But Floor is very good. You've got Alip, on the other hand, phenomenal. Love his stuff. Could listen to him all day, every day. I think he's an absolute genius. But his fans can be a bit much sometimes. I always justify my reasons for not liking a certain band. A Day to Remember, another one. Used to fucking adore them. What the fuck was that You're Welcome album? Like, what was that? That was literally dog shit. But I gave my reasons why I didn't like it. I don't think it was the A Day to Remember sound. It didn't sound like other albums they'd released in the past. I thought it was a little bit on the too lighter side. And then they released what was basically another alternative version of fucking Wonderwall. So, yeah. Do I not listen to them anymore? No. I fucking love them still. But I'm not scared to come out and say when I don't, but I back up the reasons for it. And that is something that, being an honest reactor, you have to have reasons for it. You can't just go, I'm an honest reactor. You have to give your reasons and justify why you don't like things. Otherwise, you are opening yourself up to further negativity of just the internet troll brigade coming in and being like, blah, 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 smashing their face along a keyboard. It's always going to happen. So, this to wrap this video up, because we have been shit, we've been talking for nearly 40 minutes. Be yourself. Justify your opinions. Not always going into them too much, but give reasons for it. Don't just say something's shit or something's not for you without saying why. Because it actually furthers your appeal to people if you give reasons why. But don't be scared to say you don't like something. Like, if you're a person, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you're a person that's thinking about starting YouTube just to make purely positive videos, even though you know you don't like that band, don't fucking do it. Because that's not a reaction. Your reaction is your fucking reaction. It's literally, people can tell a mile off if it's fake. People who don't like a song who are sitting there going, it shows. There's little tells and things everywhere. There's little things that you can just see. And there's them fuckers as well before I go. This one is a bugbear for me. This really is the fucking videos. Not all of them, because there are some genuine ones, but you can tell which ones aren't. Insert metalcore, deathcore fan, hip-hop fan, country fan, listens to this for the very first. Fuck off. Seriously, just fuck off. Get off YouTube, honestly. There's people that it is impossible for you not to have heard a single track or the band name if you're into that kind of music. It's like there is millions of them online. Metalhead, here's Metallica for the first time. Get the fuck out, man. No, it's not. It's really not. There is no chance that you've listened to this music, as you say, whoever it may be, for God knows amount of years, and never have heard Enter Sandman. Don't try and bullshit me. Like, just don't. Metal fans are one thing and not stupid. Just no. Stop it. Please stop it. I seen one, right? I seen one a while ago, and it was classic rock fan listens to Guns N' Roses' Sweet Child of Mine for the... Fuck off! Just... No. No. Bad person. It's impossible. It is physically impossible for someone, who isn't into metal music or classic rock, not to have heard Sweet Child of Mine. It is being played on countless things. It is impossible for you not to have heard of that band. Even the Metallicas of the world. So, I don't buy it. It's bullshit. And you know it's bullshit as well. Stop making them fucking videos. It's purely view-driven. That's what it's for. It's so that you can sit there and get the comments and grow your channel and stuff, which people are guilty of doing. I may have done it myself, knowing that if I react to this band, okay, I've never heard them before, but not in that same way. This is a totally different fucking category. I know that it's going to bring views in. But I'm still honest with the reaction. You would never in a million years get me sitting here and going, I don't fucking know, who's a big... something like metal fan or alternative music fan reacts to Linkin Park for the first time, when how many fucking times have I said in videos in the past, oh man, sounds a little bit like Chester, sounds a little bit like Linkin Park. People who make them videos trip themselves up time and time again. I've fucking seen it. It drives me insane. Stop making them fucking videos. It's the toxic piece of the reaction scene. Like, what was the one I seen not too long ago? I think there was who was it? What was the channel? There was a channel anyway, and I'd gone through and I started watching some of the videos. It was only a small channel at the time, I think. And it was something like metal fan listens or reacts to Evanescence for the first time. And then there was a poster of Amy Lee on the back wall, and I was like, why are you lying? Why lying for? Stop fucking doing it! Stop it! No! Bad content creator! Like, seriously, it's on your fucking wall. It's my first time hearing them, but you've got a poster of the vocalist on your fucking wall! No! Stop! So, that's my fucking 5 pence worth for the UK people. 5 cents worth if you're in America, €5 worth if you're in Germany, and then insert whatever currency you've got in your country, whatever you watch from. 5 yen. A lot of people in Japan watch me. Love the Japanese people. Anyway, that was a rant and a half, and that was 42 minutes of your life you're never getting back. So yeah, I will leave it there, people. Thanks very much for watching. It's just my take on it. Be honest, be genuine, but don't be a fucking YouTuber. Like, just don't. It's annoying. It's fucking bad people. Stop it. Right, take care. Bye for now.